Hello, my name's Greg Milner. I'm from Marjorie Milner College. I'm going to do a simple table arrangement. And we've basically got a base up here, white ceramic, a little bit of cypress across. This is just sitting loose, melaleuca. So if I just tilt that forward, you'll see just cypress going to the left, crossing over to the right, and a few stems just for interest. This piece has been placed in against the foam. I'm going to do the same over here. But to actually fasten it, we're going just to take a couple of hairpins of wire and we're going to attach those across. It gives us a little bit of cover and we'll put some moss there in a little while. Alright, much the same on the other side, and we're going to make this using groupings. Now I've got flowers that have been pre-cut. I've just got them really as bits and pieces, and we'll just put this together. Now, gerbers should have a wire support. It could be internal. You can actually see it coming through here, up into the centre, and just into the base of the bloom. Now that's an internal wiring, quite strong, and leave this stem just a little bit longer, as in the wire stem. That just makes it easier. Now your eye should be drawn in towards the centre, and we're just going to do this in low clusters. So it's a little bit more modern in its aspect, but we're doing this in groupings, which gives more visual impact to the design. So we're bringing this around this side because this arrangement will be seen from both sides. Just bring that right down towards the base. There's one grouping there. Got these roses over here, and we'll go for another grouping on this side. Highs and lows. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Just coming through. This one's longer. You can bring that through the middle and raise that up a little bit. Don't waste its foliage. It might as well sit underneath. If you've got something interesting and textural, this can come across and form another feature within your design. Now, it does need to be fastened. So again, just look at a couple of good, strong, this is a 0.9 wire, and we're just going to attach that in a couple of spots right down into the foam. Put another piece there. We'll double this one so that we're very, very firm. Right through and in, and that's again just giving us a nice little contrast. Might just lift that above. Got another gerbil coming in here, just underneath. We'll raise that for just a little bit high and low, coming through, which looks effective. Do another little cluster over here. So side support on that gerbera. If we do that, we're going to hold that as we insert into the foam, and then there's no need for any binding tape. Cut this through. Something effective. I'll have another one on the other side. Coming through this way underneath. A nice little grouping that we've got happening there. Now for textural contrast, that's a little bit of eucalypt, and we'll take that just underneath there and bring that through, so that's a nice little grouping. We've also got some ming fern. I'll just bring that towards the end here. A little bit heavy, so we'll thin that down and just put that back in. I'll just bring a little bit of this again, just coming through from that grouping. This looks effective. Now we need some plateau areas. That's where our moss is going to come into play. But you don't want to over texturise. So just in a few little spots. Now that could have the hairpin wire just holding it in place. Just going to go into the bin. Cleans our bench off. some iris. So again, different colours coming into play. Quite low, another little tight grouping happening here. So they're quite dominant in this design. Take that off. I'm going to take those off just to give the effect of the flow of the flower, which makes it more dramatic where it's sitting. Okay, so let's have a look. We're going to turn that around. And you can see on this side our textural contrast. Split the Melaleuca again. And we can bring that through into sections, which again gives us a nice contrast. Bring this around over to here. Bring that in. Zoom in. Now you can dribble down if you had something that you wanted to cascade down. It could easily be done, such as what comes to mind. Some of your ferns, like spendrei, can do that quite well. Let's see if we just use the natural snaps as to whether we can get a little bit of breakage against that. Yes, we can. So there's a little contrast using this. However, a little word of, I'll say warning or a word of interest. These can move upwards. So even though you've got that flow, those tips may in fact flow back up like that. Now, some people don't like that, some do. I'm one that certainly does, because I think it creates quite a lovely, interesting effect. Now that's given us a little bit of drapery just over the side. Quite a nice effect. Little things like this. This is Navica. You see it here. You can cut that and roll it. And that again, because we brought in the colour with regard to the snapdragons, that creates a separate contrast for us. So that's quite an interesting effect that we can just roll like that, take a piece of wire, and you can just take that through the anchor like so, and that can just give you another textural contrast. It's lifting that within the design. Now, I've got some cane here. And again, some would like it just to stop at this point, but if I just wanted some more textual interest, I can come into the foam with one of those radial areas. So in this case, we're looking at where the gerbers are. We can cut this, and just bring this across, and it's creating a totally different flow. Now the interesting thing is, some of you viewing this would go, oh, I liked it better before that happened. Well, this is where it's not incorrect. It's just a visionary placement. It's an individual placement, and it is very much up to you as to whether you like these extra little sections or whether you don't. For some, it's very appealing, and for others, not as much. But again, it creates an individuality within your design. So little offcuts, as you can see in the main. Just lift that up just a little bit. And we need a little bit of moss just underneath those gerbers. You can see some foam there. Now that can dribble, but if you fill, when I say dribble, over the side of the container, but if you fill the container right to the very top, the water will flow down that moss. So make sure that your water is just below your lip, otherwise that'll act as a conductor and will go over the actual edge. So if we look at that side here, and then as we turn, we have another aspect here with regard to our groupings, taking that moss off the gerbera, and you have an interesting grouped table centre. Hope you enjoyed that.